This is a market recap for March 6th, 2025. Today, as you can see, we played, well, actually yesterday, we played extremely bearish. I'm going to be honest, this week is a little confusing for me. It makes sense though if you think about it. We took out this low over here and then retraced, and now we're continuing downwards. And we opened in a premium, gave a little wick. So this, as far as a weekly, is good with me. So down to the hourly, we're looking between these two lines here. Let me make them more prominent. So this is 12 to 12. You could see London absolutely just played bearish, like 100%. So I was looking to play bullish, right? Which did end up happening for AM session. We got this rally from AM session past equilibrium to the nearest imbalance, which is here. If we measure this from high to low, equilibrium's here, closest array is up here, right? So price went up there, hit it, lunch hits, come down. Our target was this, so once we hit it, we kind of just meandered until market close. Again, London took off. New York, I was looking to play bullish, happened exactly here. Ignore these lines; these are for Friday. Reversed here, market open, rallied. Up to this 1 hour, of course, here's that equilibrium that I pointed out. There is no inefficiency here until this one on the hourly. So that's why it went all the way up here, hit that, kind of did a whole lot of nothing until the 11 o'clock macro. Then we took off to the downside, aiming for this as our daily target. And once we did that, you can see we kind of killed the volume and then obviously came up to close the day. The 5 minute, oh wait, I missed this inverse here. So as you can see, there's a gap between these two candles here, between the two wicks. We validate it here, so we come down, get a rejection off of it, so that validates it. And heck, we even get one here too, boom, all the way up. And so once this candle right here closes below this fair value gap, it becomes an inverse, and so we wick up into it here and then continue to move lower to again the daily target. On the 5 minute, there's really not much else. You can see these rejections better. Boom, one there, another one here. Oh yeah, there's this 5 minute down here. After we took out this low, we bounced off of it 5 times. Mind you, none of these would have been trades, but it's just something that I found interesting that was like holding price back from continuing the bearish move. What I've learned from price is that I'll say it's kind of like a fishing rod. It only has a certain amount of fishing line in a day, and so once it reaches its target, once it's used all of its line, it doesn't want to come back, right? It doesn't have any more line to continue pushing downwards. That's just what I've noticed with price, and there are days where the amount of fishing line it has is crazy, but that's just something that I've seen. Once it hits the daily target, mind you, you have to find the daily target, and that takes some time. But it'll stop there, usually. So on the 1 minute, again, like I said, I was looking bullish. We got an SMT of these lows, right? And so after an SMT, we take the first array we see. Now there's multiple, right? Because there's this inverse here, which was validated. Bullishly here, down here. So we actually would have gotten in around the same price exactly. Um, but honestly, after seeing this price action, I wouldn't have wanted to enter. It would have won, right? It would have been a winning trade. However, I would not have been confident in it. If we look here, we're down, then we're up, then we're down, then we're not paying attention to any arrays. So once we break up above here, I'm not going to feel interested in taking it. But once we come down here, right, use this, validate that. So we could use this as an inverse. Oh, sorry, I said this is an inverse. No, this would be a reclaimed bullish fair value gap if it was used over here. This one, on the other hand, is an inverse, but as you can see, we close perfectly in it. So I don't know that I would have taken this. I would have seen price, and I guarantee you I would not have taken it here, because at this point we are in an 80 handle range. No macro, nothing there. Now this could just be an aspect of Thursday of NFP week, which is why it's recommended that unexperienced people don't trade it. This is something that I'll have to keep an eye on, because if I'm able to get the bias correct and find an array inside of all of this here to take, and NFP does its thing where it's confusing but it will go, that's all I need, right? If it's just going to bang around and seek and destroy high and low and high and low, then I don't want to be in it. But if there's a pattern of, every single month, Thursday of NFP, it bangs around a little bit, gives an array, and then goes, then I'm okay with that, right? I just need to find it and have enough time looking at it. So as far as liquidity or targets, I'd aim for this. First would be here. So I'd probably go first there, second profit here, third up here. And that would have gotten hit. So we continued coming up. Boom, here. Where is this macro? All right, this macro is a little, oops. This macro is a little more confusing. Because the macro actually, the reversal is down here, right? Usually we get it on the opposite side that we're going, whereas here it's playing bearish when our bias is bearish. And why is our bias bearish? Again, equilibrium here, higher time frame, we're entirely bearish. Hourly here, we see the rejection here, off consequent encroachment, and an SMT here. So we're taking the next array, which is right there. And the macro starts the move. Now, exactly what that means, I don't know, because this retrace could technically be starting this bearish move. No clue. But this macro is a little different than usual. This one played perfectly, made a low during the macro, and then played higher. It's just unfortunately there's no arrays in this bullish stretch for us to take, or else I would have taken it. There's this order block. That's a possibility. Actually a pretty good possibility. But I feel like that enough time has passed where that deletes this SMT. I don't know. Again, an experience thing that I don't have with NFP because I usually try to stay away from it. But I need to, if I want to improve that experience of trading NFP, I need to actually trade NFP. So, again here, SMT for value up here, down below these lows, retrace for lunch. Oops. Now what's been profitable? AM session, boom, buy side, sweet, target, sell side, taking out these lows. And again, we took out this low, so it's likely that it's going to continue into PM session. It does until we reach here, where it kind of falters out and just, again, boom, 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 right off here, playing bullish. Now, for trade of the day, I am tempted to switch it to here. I will. Because this would be trade of the day if this price action was cleaner, but it's not. And so an aspect of trade of the day, in my opinion, a big one, is risk. Stop would go up there. Unfortunately, this would have stopped me out at break even. Profit one would have been 2 is here. Profit one would have been here. Hit that, perfect reaction, love it. But lunch stops us out. So I would have only gotten a 1 to 2. 1 to 2, 6. And this one would have gotten a 1 to 4. So in that case, maybe it's an NFP thing, but I'm sticking with this one. Sticking with this one. All right. Again, I would do like the whole higher time frame stuff, but it's Friday, so we're already cooking. So there's just no point in me predicting. But we are reacting off of this right here, which is used once here and continuing to be used. So this has been your market review for March 6th, 2025.